Okay, it's the base pattern I already mentioned. We have the Seven of Pentacles upright, the Eight of Cups reversed, clarified by the Four of Wands reversed, and Ace of Pentacles. So maybe returning to the same thing, returning to the same pentacle situation, earth-like situation, which I'm not saying is bad, but I'm saying is probably it's unfulfilling emotionally, and it's, I think it might be limiting for your life, in the way of limiting your own perspective in your general abundance, let's say. So it was like waiting for your, again, results, rewards for your efforts to pay out, basically. And it is connected to a Four of Wands, so this stability, which is we have with the Empress. It's funny because we have the Emperor in the past, and we have the Empress as a clarifying card in how you see yourself, um, for the Five of Cups. So there was, if I were to return to the widower concept, it might be a broken marriage or some just a loss. Maybe you've lost a husband or you've lost a wife, and that sort of like destabilized you, and it makes sense to want to focus on something else specifically. But I do see you thinking about other options as well, and what I'm saying here is not options in terms of necessarily people, but options. It might be also that, we'll see it further along, but it's like I think you've made the choice to lower your defenses and try something new, basically, to communicate, clear your mind, communicate, cut the mental confusion, and whatever wasn't needed, express. And your mind is expression, and liberate your mind from not secrets, but hidden things. You're opening up here. You're opening up. That's on your mind. So we have crowning the radiant Princess of Swords, Nine of Wands reversed. So lowering your barriers. This is like a wounded warrior. He went through a lot and whatnot, but he's still like defensive. But paired with the Princess of Swords, this is a good omen, I believe, because it's like I'm willing to express my needs in that sense. On your mind also, we had the Nine of Swords, so it's restless nights, let's say, so worries. And it can be also mental confusion, especially paired with the Moon upright, which was the clarifying card. So secrets being revealed in this sense, because this was a clarifying card for these three. It's as if this can be attached to, like, becomes Pisces, but it doesn't, it's romantic situations. So it may involve more your emotional areas in terms of social and romantical, again, family as well. So you're willing, on your mind, you're willing to express your worries, your needs, and to open up by communicating it and cutting off whatever. So clearing the air, basically, clearing your mind, which is great. It's like the first movement, the first intention to. It's like I want to understand what is going on, how I can heal from this and move on and proceed further, instead of going back to or getting stuck to a certain opportunity that's not giving me fruits, basically. So in the recent past, we had the Emperor reversed, the Four of Cups upright, and the Two of Swords. So I mentioned already indecisiveness, lack of structure, discipline, maybe lack of discipline. So there might be like a family situation here, structural. I think you were in the situation where you weren't either ready for it, or it's as if you didn't know what to do. You didn't know what you want, probably. An unbalanced sense of stability, let's say. Rigid thinking. It might be a rigid thinking, and thus it makes sense that your mind is trying to clear up the situation, to understand what's been hidden, what's been hindering the whole thing. And again, there is a sense of disconnection. So maybe it was you were like trying to support yourself, to lean over a certain rigid structure that wasn't bringing fruits, and rather it might have been created some confusion. And this was due, again, either loss of a relationship or sticky situationships, or or maybe it's tied. It could be like you were more focused again on a specific area of your life, like in this terms, finances. Because as the more we go forward, we shift from pentacles to more. We still have a pentacle, but we move towards a fiery situation, water, fire, you know. And maybe towards more, not necessarily feminine energy, but we're going towards an Emperor reversed with the wish for an empress, that kind of situation, you know, and connecting, I guess, connecting, because one of, again, the crossing cards was the high priestess reversed. So it is a feminine energy. It is connecting to your own self guidance, to your own guidance. So instead of trying to thrive in this mental, maybe confusion, rigid structure, you need to support yourself with connecting with your inner stability, let's say, which can be stable even. So if you establish this inner connection, you can be stable even when outside circumstances aren't, you know. So it's about allowing yourself to get out of this situation of not getting things. So connecting to your own intuition, I'm guessing here, to your different sense of self. In the near future, we have the sun, as I mentioned, which is abundance, is enlightenment, is the love offer that you were expecting, or the potential in receiving it, basically. So there's a change coming. I pulled a few clarifying cards, and I got one of them was the Six of Pentacles. Well, the first one was actually the Seven of Swords reversed, and the Six of Pentacles upright. This is like divine timing. Divine timing, it comes to mind. Also because I see the Wheel of the Year, Wheel of Fortune reversed. So it's as a clarifying card. And the Four of Swords upright. I feel like what it comes to mind is you can rest now. Because there's like a divine intervention, that kind of situation. There's like a something. But you still obviously still need to connect. But there is something coming. So Seven of Swords is allowing fear to hold you back. And I say this is reversed. I say this because in your fears and obstacles, we have it again, the Seven of Swords upright. So one of the fears is allowing fear to hold you back, you know, and not getting and being out of time and missed opportunities, not seizing opportunities because you're tired, but not being able to sustain them. You were fighting a lot. That's what I'm hearing here. I'm sensing you fought a lot. You had many battles here. There was something that sort of like, I feel there was like I see like a gym weight, but like a not a dumbbell, but what do you call it? Barbell, whatever. Like a metal weight put on you. It's as if there was like a something big that has happened that sort of like not crushed you, but done. You know, it's affected you. Let's just say affected you. So it's as if here one of the messages was like, you can rest, you can give the reins to sort of like the universe. Let the universe help you. You know, connect with yourself and let the universe help you and take the reins for you this time. Because I don't feel what I see here. It's like you don't see yourself as being strong enough, or maybe you've been affected again, because we have the Four of Swords here as a clarifying card. Then we have the Strength clarifying, the Prince of Pentacles reversed. Am I able to sustain this? Am I able to overcome this Five of Cups upright with the Empress clarifying card? Am I able to overcome this sense of not achieving, lack of strength? I think you don't see yourself, or you don't feel yourself strong enough. Maybe you need to rest, recuperate, especially if you have, and on your mind was Nine of Wands reversed, so dropping of this, you know, intense energy of having to protect yourself. And with the Moon upright, the Nine of Swords upright, clearing your mind. Four of Swords as a clarifying card. It's as if you need help, you know. And in this case, is you've fought a long battle, and you need. You're sort of like disappointed. You're disappointed, and you're tired. But your mind is starting to get clearer, and I think you're allowing things to happen. In your environment, you want the abundance, you want the strength. There's a feminine energy coming up here. It's like you're grieving this feminine energy as well. In your environment, you're grieving your match. There's, again, coming back to whether you might be grieving your match. In your environment, we have the Princess of Cups, and clarified by the King of Wands. So, as one scenario, you might have a water sign child, and since this is a fire sign reading, you're the dad, and you're upright. So you have this loving connection in your environment as well that may be sustaining you to a certain point. I don't want to say it isn't enough, but it's inspirational. But considering your state here and the non-movement, it can still be dissatisfying as overall in your overall life, especially if you are the one carrying, let's say, the burden of the responsibilities in your environment. So for some of you, there's this type of situation here. Um, this is a heavy energy, but at the same time, it's like I'm calm. I'm carrying this weight, but I'm calm in it. The word restless comes to mind. It is like, and it's paradoxical because I'm restless, but I'm not moving. Need rest. So for some of you, there was that. There was a loss, and it took a while to maybe process the whole thing. It's not over. With grief, it's difficult for everybody, let's say, and they, whatever. I'm not gonna get into it. For others, that might be like love, because love offer came to mind. You might be tied. You might have had like a loss in the past, like maybe you lost a wife or a husband and whatnot, and you might have children or maybe not, and you're having a new opportunity now. For others, you just had like situationships and stuff for whatever reason in the past, and now you're getting like a new option, a new way of connecting with yourself and others. While if and for other people, it may be still tied to the previous ones because of the same patterns. You have to see how it applies to you with your own circumstances. Maybe you're focused mainly on career. Maybe you're a young person and you notice that yes, it gives you certain things, but it's not quite what you wanted, things like that, and you're getting a new shot at things, like the wheel is turning in your favor basically, and this new opportunity, it is based on sort of like karma. Whatever efforts you've put in, it's time to get them back, and you have to allow that. You have to reconnect to your intuition, higher self, to the side of you, spiritual side of you, I'm guessing. Just step back from this, I want to say, materialistic way of viewing things, which it is good partially, but it's that view is supposed to support you, not become your own sense of support, your only sense of support. So in this case, you might have like a loving environment. There's like an inspirational, creative environment. So either this is you as a fire sign, or you have another fire sign, somebody who embodies this, who has loving intentions towards you, let's say. And your fears and so this new opportunity, this new light, this new sun here could be connected to this fire sign, to this environment, or it could be like two different things that are sustained by the same loving energy, let's say, by the same potential, inspirational potential, spiritual, however you approach life, let's say. It's more in an emotional abundance situation.